Hey Flosstube, it's Lee Johnson again. It's been a long time since I filmed. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks. Real quick, I wanted to introduce you to Ember. She is our 8-year-old rescue dog that we got for my daughter's sweet 16 in quarantine in March. She is now wearing the cone of shame because she had one surgery a few weeks ago and she's got to have another one Friday. And we hope then that'll be it. But yeah, she's 8. She's rescued from a puppy mill. And we love her. So she just wanted to say hey. And now she's going to go off with her mommy. There you go. She's going to go study with her mommy. So I hope everybody's doing well. I know this has been a weird time, and that's half the reason I haven't shot a new video. I thought that being home more would give me more time to create a video, but it has not. It has proved that even not having young children or small children at home, it's just been different and hard to get a lot of things done during the day. I'm still working at home, and I've been filming videos for work, sending out to the children at the church, but haven't been able to film for Flosstube. And Ember has decided she wants to stay with me, but I'm going to try very hard to still send her own with her mommy. So happy Mother's Day to all of you mommies out there. I hope you're having a great weekend and that tomorrow is fantastic for you. So this video is mainly a catch-up of what I've done since my last video. I've joined Facebook. Believe it or not, I haven't been on Facebook since, honestly, since it first came out. I got off of it early on and for some reason had never gotten back on. I didn't feel the need to, and I've been on Instagram and Twitter, but not Facebook. But I got back on Facebook this weekend, which I'm super excited about. And but I have been getting a lot of stitching done during this time, in between trying to work and being a mom. A college student moved back home with us during this time, and again, I thought, I don't have toddlers, I don't have small children, so I thought, that it would be easy to keep up with filming the Flosstube, but having a 16-year-old and a 21-year-old at home has proven just as busy, and again, having to, work and keeping up with a dog that's had surgery and all kinds of stuff. Also, my son was supposed to graduate from college today. Today would have been his graduation day. Obviously that did not happen, and there he goes. He went to a very small university in the upper state of South Carolina called Anderson University, who's a fine arts major in acting. And he got the email that he's official and he's completed everything. Obviously they didn't get to walk, but they're hoping to do something maybe in the fall. Still have a ceremony out on the front lawn like they always do. So that was another exciting thing we've been doing. So he's home with us for a while, and it's exciting because I really haven't had him home in 4 years, so I'm loving that. But now to stitching. So what have I been up to since the last video, which was actually in the middle of March Madness, which is crazy to me. I finished a good many things. I'm actually having a hard time remembering everything, but I've pulled out a lot of the FFOs that I have had. I'm still enjoying all the stitching, all the free charts that came out with the Be Well and Stay Home. This was one of the first ones I did, the Love by Priscilla and Chelsea, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. And I'm trying to turn all mine, in all the ones that were the free charts during this time period, into little pillows and keep them all in one basket. I'm going to continue to stitch on them because I think it'll be, a great memento to have of this time period that we've been living through. And this one was Hands-On Designs, Choose Happy, which I thought was really cute. And you're gonna have to forgive me. I I cannot remember exactly who these charts belong to, and I should have looked that up before I started the video. And this one I want to think is Heart and Hand, but I don't know. And on this one, I love the little bee on the back. I thought it was super cute. So I apologize not knowing the designer on those. I also finished one of the projects that I showed you that I was working on during March Madness. This was the one that I think won to have the FFO by the end of March, and it was the love jar. And I finished it. Now my finishing is not great, and matter of fact, that's not my forte. So anything I finish, I'm almost embarrassed to show, because around the house I'm thinking, well, I can enjoy it, it's for me, but anyway, I'm going to be brave and show you. And I finished this. This used to be in my classroom. It used to be an easel. It even broke off, but I can still prop it up. And this was Karen Geiselman on her love jar. And then I have finished all three of Priscilla and Chelsea's What's in My Cup Spring, which was Crunch, Peep, and Hello Spring. And those were 3 starts during March Madness, but I've actually finished all 3 of those and FFO'd them on these wonderful things. I showed these in my last video, that this was going to be my plan for these projects. And again, do not judge my finishing, but I think they turned out super cute. So these were shutters and a door that I found in the dollar section at Target a long time ago. They were $7, they weren't $1, but I thought they turned out cute. So this is Peep, and Crunch is also on a shutter. And then I love the door. I put Hello Spring on a door. Is this door not just fabulous? I mean, just great. So I actually glued these on. I'm actually thinking about taking them off and putting magnets on them like Priscilla does, so I can change out the designs that I use, because I just love the door and the shutters and I don't want to put them away. I probably had more FFOs than that, and I just can't think about that right now because it's been so long since I made the last video. And now I want to show you some of the whips I have going on right now, kind of in my rotations. I am doing Maynia, which I will show in just a little while. But I had to start these. I just thought these were great, and I ordered the club at Fat Quarter Shop. So I get the design and the fabric and the thread once a month for Priscilla and Chelsea, stitching with the Housewives, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, for their Truckin' Along series. And this is June, which is so stinking cute. And here's my progress so far. It's a really quick stitch. They're really quick. Sorry about this, guys. Let me get it straight. There we go. So as you can see, I just try to work about 30 to 45 minutes a day on it, and it's stitching up really nice and quick, and I just love it. It really is one of my favorite projects that I'm working on right now. And I have been continuing and keeping up with my granny square. I can't show you the pattern because there really isn't a pattern. There is one, but this is one of those, this is that project that I was doing that is based on the temperature in your area. So everybody's is different. And this is by Carolyn Manning Designs, and it's the granny square. So every day, you know, just look at what the high is for that day, or what it was that day, and you fill in your granny square based on the high of that day. Now here in South Carolina, we've been going we've had 80, almost 90-degree days, which are the really hot red ones. And then the next day, the high could be 65. So it's been a little crazy here. But again, I joked early on when I started this that come June, July, and August, probably through October, the majority of this will be red and yellow because it gets so hot here and it's just crazy. It gets ridiculously hot and humid here. So that is almost halfway through, because when it comes June 1st, or would that be right? January, February, March, April, May. I guess the end of June, it'd be halfway. Now, my next work in progress, what I've been doing is my mania starts, then go into a rotation of projects that I work on at night. And so I try to do a Granny Square day and then 30 minutes here and there on other projects. And whatever my mania projects are, I kind of keep that in the rotation. So I just remember there was another finish I had and I'll go get those in just a minute, go get my finishes and bring them in here, because my very first mania start is now a finish, not an FFO, but a finish. But my second, day 2, new start was collaboration, hands-on design, and Priscilla Blaine from the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. I'm doing a year of these mason jars, and I haven't done them all. All of them have not appealed to me like, every month. So this one, though, I really loved. It's called Bloom. And so this was my day 2 start, plus I've worked on it a few more times. I really like the July one, the patriotic one. I hope is coming out really, really soon. It's really cute. Okay, then I have, I started Kringles. That's like a huge thing. That was one of the biggest exciting projects that came out of the Nashville market this year. I started stitching it on. I get a fabric of the month from Fat Quarter Shop too, and this was mine a few months ago, and I loved the fabric, and I thought Kringles looked great on it. I was a little upset with myself, though, that I did not mean to start or have it so close to the edge on this side. I really don't know how I did that. I don't usually mess up like that, but I still think if it doesn't unravel too much that it's gonna be okay. But Kringles is a fascinating stitch. It's going a little slower than I'd like, and I don't get to it very often. It's not in an every night rotation, but I think the finished product is going to be great. And that's by Little House Needlework, and it's called Kringles, and it's like a store at Christmas, and it's just a precious design. I've got thread stuck in my zipper on my bag there. Okay, now I have also been participating in 2 stitch-alongs at Fat Quarter Shop for them. One of them is the Prim Houses, the village, the Prim Village. And I just cannot even begin to describe how beautiful this is in person. Now I'm using a different color material than the one on the cover, the model, but I really love, this was one that Fat Quarter Shop recommended. I think she had her fans vote on it, and I just think it's gorgeous. It is so pretty, and I can't wait to finish it. But this is like, I do a house a week. I think I start on Wednesdays, and usually by Friday night I have finished that section. So this is a stitch along that goes on for 15 weeks. It's each house, which is 12, and then the border was 1 week, it's 13, and then the rows of the quilt squares, 14 and 15. So it's a 15-week stitch along, and I've been keeping up with that one. And then the other one, I can't show you a pattern. There is no cover to it. It's a pattern that they did at Fat Quarter Shop that releases every 2 weeks or so for a fundraiser for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I've been keeping up with that one too. You can stitch, when these come out, it's easy to stitch it in just a couple of hours. And this is really prettier, again, in person than I'm sure what you're seeing, but it's a really cute pattern, and I think that's got, I don't know, about 4 more weeks maybe, 4 or 5 more weeks to go. I should say 4 or 5 more patterns coming out on that one before it is finished. Okay, other Maynia starts. I feel like I'm talking 90 miles an hour, but it's like, I feel like I hadn't seen, it's like when you are seeing your old friends again after you hadn't seen them in a long time, which I'm sure is what it's going to be like when we all see each other, get to see each other again. Some other Maynia starts I have are Priscilla and Chelsea's. I can't show you the pattern, but it is, this one's called USA. It's some more of the What's in My Cup. It's a patriotic series, and this is the beginning of USA, and it's an eagle. I didn't print the cover page, so I don't have that, but easy to find online. And I'm sure that, I think they have more of those coming out. Another one came out yesterday, and then I got 2 more I think after that. And this one is, this was day 4, I guess. Wee Little Stitches is the Ray Dunn inspired alphabet, and I got a shadow there. I'm very sorry about the lighting. I thought it was better than this. I don't know how well you can see it. So I decided, instead of making a word out of it, I'm just stitching it as is. So this is what I got. So it'd be the whole entire alphabet plus numbers 1, 0 through 9 when I'm done. I'm just going to do it like that. I just thought it was very cute and looked like a sampler. And I love Ray Dunn stuff, and that was inspired by her lettering. And then this would be, let's see, day 1 is Stitching Book Club, which I have to show you. And day 2 was Bloom. I'm trying to remember. Day 3 was USA. Day 4 is the alphabet, and 5 and 6, but I must be off because I don't know where 7 and 8 are. Okay. Oh yeah, I do. This was 3 days. All right, so this is an interesting story, okay? So this was, let's see, days 5, 6, and 7, I think. New starts, okay? And this was, it is Heart and Hand Christmas Square Dance Part 1. Now, I did her regular through the year square dance, which is one of the finishes that I'm going to go get and show you, and I love it. And I did it in one big strip. This one I'm not going to do in one big strip. I'm going to do them all on one sheet of paper. No, one piece of fabric, but I'm going to do them stacked this time. But what is interesting about this is I tried to start Maynia with what I had here at the house for the most part, and I needed a piece of material big enough to do the whole square dance on. So the only fabric I had was this. It was horrible. It was like this cream colored. It was just so plain, so plain. And I thought, well, it's gonna have to work. And I started stitching, and I did this day, and I just like, ooh, I didn't like it. And I did this day, and I thought, I can't do this. I can't go on. I'm either gonna have to order more material, or I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. But the thought of, even though it doesn't seem like a lot, the thought of taking out and starting over bothered me. And I was thinking, well, that, you know, even that would not even count as May starts. It would, but it bothered me. So I literally laid this on my kitchen counter with towels under it and put 2 tea bags in a coffee mug with some water and heated it for about a minute and let it seep. And I just literally took tea and drenched it all over, and then took the bag and did all over it. And I hung it up to dry, and y'all, honestly, I couldn't be more happy with that if I tried. And it was so simple and so easy, and it does still smell like tea. I didn't bake it or anything. I just left it like that. I just love it. But again, there's the pattern. They are really quick and easy and cute patterns. And I think the next section, there'll be 4 parts. And the next one comes out hopefully in the next few weeks. Okay, and so that said that was 5, 6, 7. I think that's right, because I haven't started today. So this would be 8. This is what I started last night. And it is a design by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. And y'all, this caught my eye because I have like these obsessions. Like anytime I see a mason jar, and I'm not saying that that's a mason jar, but it's very close. But old jars, I'm intrigued. I love them. I'd have hundreds of them if I had room for it. I also am a button fanatic. I love buttons, and I do have a drawer full of buttons. And of course, I love cross stitch. And I am a collector. If I have to say, when I start liking something, I start collecting it. So this couldn't have been more perfect. And I think this is going to be a pretty quick stitch too, but this is how far I got last night on it. So basically my mania plan, I had some ideas and I had some things I knew I wanted to start, and I put them all in one bag and whatever materials I had that might work with them. And again, I was trying to stick with things I had here at the house for the most part. I have ordered some thread. But I knew this was loose. This was like a loose plan. And so then I had decided when I finished one, it was gonna go in this bag in order. So, and I, on Amazon, ordered a bunch of these little plastic bags, really cheap. They were less than $1 a piece. And so I put them in this bag, but this one is a cute little patriotic bag. It's by Allegra Stitches, and I got it on Etsy. So they go in order in this bag, okay, of the days. So I have them in here in my bag. And like I said, I was going to, even though I'm going to start a new one the next day, I'm kind of going to go in order, also putting them in my daily rotation. So what is my daily rotation? Well, my daily rotation is to do a granny square a day. That's the thing that's based on the temperature every day. So I do a granny square. That takes just a few minutes. I try to do about 30 minutes on the Truckin' Along series by Priscilla and Chelsea. That July one comes out next week, I think. So I try to do about 30 minutes a night on that. Then I try to do about 30 minutes a night on a Maynia start. And right now it's the bloom that I'm working on, and work on this one until it is completely finished. Okay? And then I've been trying to work on whatever Maynia start I have for that day for an hour. It hasn't quite worked out, maybe perfectly like that, but that's what I've been trying to do. Trying to get an hour into it and then put it in a bag and put it in the big bag. And then on, like I said, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, I work on the Prim House for that weekly stitch part of the stitch along. And on the days that I'm not working on the Prim House, I try to work on Kringles, the big store at Christmas. Okay, so what are some other starts that I'm looking at starting in May? Well, this will be 2 starts. I had done the original Noah's Ark by Christmas by Plum Street Samplers. So she came out with 2 more of those. I'll be working, this will be 2 more new starts that I will definitely be working on at some point. Another one that I'll be working on is one that I've wanted to start for a long time, and it's by Hands On Design, Grab Life. So that will definitely, will be starting on that. Sometime during this month, I'm a part of Sapphire Mountain Handcraft Stitching Book Club, and we just got done with 3 Musketeers and the Secret Garden Stitch Along, and it's a mystery, so you don't know what the whole thing looks like until the end. We'll start in May 24th, so that will be my May 24th start, and I'll be reading the book, and the color of the fabric is gorgeous, and the thread colors are gorgeous as well, and I had them all, so that's good. So that will be one of my starts later in the month, and I'm super excited about that. And believe it or not, I have never read Secret Garden, so this will be fun. And I had never read 3 Musketeers either, and I didn't think I would like it, but I did. So again, that's Stitching Book Club by Sapphire Mountain Crafts. It's great fun, great fun. Another one of my starts will be, I am a huge Jane Eyre fan, and I've got one Jane Eyre project going now, and I have found 2 more online, and I did not download the picture of what the finished project looks like, so I can't show you the graphs, but it's little Jane when she's a little girl, and then another Jane Eyre. They're both samplers, and I'm planning on doing those on the exact same material that I'm doing the other Jane Eyre. It's not really a sampler, but piece, so that I can frame them all 3 together. That's one of my favorite all-time books, and I just love these patterns, and they'll be cute. And then a lot of my other starts I can't show you. Again, my Maynia starts will be some more of the Be Well designs that came out for free. I'll be doing, again, I can't really show them to you. Well, they're free, but I still can't really show them to you. But one will be by Barbara Anna Designs, and I don't know, I won't go through all of them, but like there's probably about 10 of those in here. And I will also be stitching Priscilla and Chelsea's. They were in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitches magazine. I do a lot of their stuff, and most of it's chalkboard. You'll have to forgive me because I can't find, I thought I had printed the picture of that, but I did not. I just printed, I get that magazine digitally, which I will probably stop doing. I will probably get the printed copy from now on. Again, I'm looking through all my starts, and they're all just charts with no like real picture. But they're all free, and I really could show them to you for the most part. Priscilla and Chelsea, just like the Crunch and Peep and Hello Spring, they have just a farm series with a pig, a cow, a goat, and a chicken. I'll be doing those. And again, I didn't print the cover sheets for those. I'm embarrassed by all this, but that's all right. I just printed what I need. I was trying to save ink on my printer. So that's 4 more starts. But this one I can show you. This is, I had seen someone, and right now I can't remember who it was on Instagram, but they had stitched this precious, I told y'all in like videos 1 and 2 that I'm obsessed with chickens. And they had they had shown that they had completed this project. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a sampler that involves chickens all the way through. And I asked her I messaged her on Instagram, and she said it was in a book. It's a French book, Helen Wynne Country au Point de Croix. Like I'm too Southern to speak French, but this is the cover of the book, and there are so many cute designs in here, but I have to start that one for Maynia. But there's so many more in here that I know I will be starting at some point, probably not during Maynia, but I will have to complete. There's just so many cute country designs in this book. It's very cute. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and go get some more of my finishes from last time. Okay, I'm back. So these are not FFOs, but they're finished. So this is another of the Be Well, and I apologize, I cannot remember the designer. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again. This was another little free Easter design. This is definitely, I'm pretty sure, never mind, I was gonna say that I thought this was Lizzie Kate, but I don't think it is. These are just some free designs I had found online. All right, the Heart and Hand Square Dance. And I showed you the Christmas one, and I said that I had done the whole year and the saying behind it. So this is the whole year. And then underneath it is a saying. And it says, a simple celebration, a gathering of friends. Here's wishing you great happiness and joy that never ends. So a lot of the things I've been trying to save money and FFO myself. I won't be doing that with this one. I'll probably have to get that one framed. And then something that this is the last that I'll show you. When I was talking about the stitching book club. This is a pattern she put out that just simply says Stitching Book Club that I did. And here was the mini sampler. I signed up for the mini sampler for the 3 Musketeers, all for one and one for all. And I just thought that turned out gorgeous. So my plan on this is to continue, as long as she does a Stitching Book Club, to continue to do it. And I would like to get a special bookcase where I have this framed somewhere, you know, on top of it or on the wall at top. And then somehow FFO all of my mystery pieces with the book next to it that we read for that part of the series. Well, I think that's all I have today, and it felt good to do another Flosstube. I've missed this, and I love doing this, and I'm just so passionate about it. I hope and pray that everyone's going to continue to do well. I love being part of this community, and if you like this video, you know, please subscribe. Please let me know. Shoot me a note. I love to look at the comments when they come in. It just makes me so happy. And I'll see you next time. Bye.